Hi, boys. We are back. The current coffee kill count is at. Well, I've lost count today. But, anyways, ran my first competitive 5K today. First competitive race, actually. And some key lessons and kind of takeaways that I have that I'm going to share in this video. Last night, something that's always kind of been the case with me is anytime I've ever had a competitive sport, especially throughout my years in high school, playing soccer, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever it was, if I had a big game the next day, I would kind of visualize and think about the atmosphere, the environment, the headspace that I was going to be in the night before and leading up to whatever it was that the competitive event was. And the problem for me with that is a lot of times I get very dialed in as far as visualizing is concerned. And it certainly kind of elevates my internal combustion engine and keeps me awake. So last night, I think I clocked like 4.5 hours of sleep total. So really shitty night of sleep. Not ideal for performance, obviously. And but got up this morning, was still super stoked about it. Super ready to put on a performance. Like I said, this was my first ever competitive race event. And I've been running. I'm currently in the midst of 75 hard challenge, so been running, been walking, been working out for a lot of years, doing a lot of strength training, and so really it wasn't something that intimidated me whatsoever. However, I really wanted to lock in and push my limits and go ahead and set a solid precedent for myself in this first event for myself. So. Final placement, I'm sure, is what kind of everybody, what it boils down to. I came in 11th place out of 212. So did not attain, well, my first goal was obviously first place. My secondary goal was to place top 10. So did not achieve that goal, fell just short, literally one place short. But one thing that I really took away from it was, you get in that high energy atmosphere and you take off running, and that first lap is feeling good. You're pushing, your body's, warming up, but you're kind of like pressing the pedal a little bit. And I kind of intermittently, very gradually slowed down from lap 1 to lap 3, which was the final lap. And one kind of key takeaway that I have that I'm going to apply to the next race, obviously, would be to start a little bit slower, or have my slowest time kind of be my start time, and then gradually speed up from there. A friend of mine's buddy actually recommended that to me. So gonna give that a whirl, see what the feedback from that is. But overall was extremely excited. And one thing about running events, and I've attended running events before for friends. I had a friend that ran a marathon once that I went to. My mother used to do regular 5Ks. She ran a half marathon we went to when we were kids. And one thing that's really stood out to me about the running community, the running crowd, and the types of people that are drawn to running events is the atmosphere is really like no other. It's just so cool to just be in that space. Even when I finished, kind of coming off the line, staying on the side, cheering on some of my buddies and some of the other participants, and was just sitting there shooting the shit with some guy I just met. His name was Anakin. His last name was not Skywalker, so I was a little bit disappointed. But anyways, really cool group of guys I was kind of just hanging by the finish line with. And yeah, for anybody out there that hasn't, even if you're not a serious runner, I mean, I've never been like a serious avid runner. I've always been more focused on strength training and weightlifting. But even if that's the case for you, or if you're kind of in that hybrid athlete mentality, kind of like the way I'm sort of gravitating towards, is I would definitely suggest that you sign up for, maybe just a 5K, run a 5K, see what you think of the atmosphere. It's really, really a unique experience. And I think that anyone could benefit just from being in that crowd, being a part of that community, and just jiving with the energy that comes with it. You finish the race, some of your buddies or some of your friends are around, and then you go out for a healthy breakfast or something like that, and you're just laughing, everybody's high spirited. And also it's just, even if it's a small kind of undertaking that you're taking on, such as a 5K, or any other event for that matter, but no matter how small, the competitive kind of achievement that you're striving for or signing up for, it really is a great way to build up that foundation of belief and trust in yourself. Like, I now 100% trust myself to show up, sign up for a 5K, show up and perform. Like, there's no question in my mind. It's like, okay, been there, done that. So get out there, do something that challenges you, sign up for some kind of an event. Maybe it is a half marathon, maybe it's a 5K, maybe it's a full marathon, maybe it's one of those, what do they call them, the Spartan races. Maybe it's just something in your local community. Get connected with some good people, get around a good group of guys, and just enjoy that high energy and really make sure you're taking it all in.